Hey Saber fans, I am going to show you a brand new video on what's the best way to get your V1 Hero Supreme Neo Pixel Saber up and going when you take it out of the box. So the first thing I want to discuss is the emitter. So when you have to remove this. There are two little set screws, one there and one on the other side. So you'll notice if you try to put the blade in, it doesn't go. And that's because the set screws are sticking into the middle. So you have to back these out a little bit. You can feel inside there when you've backed it out enough. Nice and smooth. Then you can put the blade in. It'll seat. I hold it with my hand while I'm holding it down. Then we need to tighten these. Don't tighten them so tight that you could strip it. It's very easy to accidentally strip the blade retention screws, but you want them in far enough to where can't get that out. All right, so now these are in. Hopefully, if we're successful, we can take this part, slide it over all the way down, and then we can start to turn. If you get resistance where it gets stuck, that means it's hitting the set screw. You might need to tighten it just a pinch more. The goal is to be able to get this down over them. So don't crank it too hard, because if you cross thread it, it gets stuck and you'll never get it off, and you don't want that to happen. So push all the way down. Now the blade is in there nice and secure, very secure. So the next thing you want to do, oh, by the way, these black buttons don't do anything. The activation is this top part and this bottom part. So open this up. And you have what is, I call this the kill key or the recharge port plug. So it's kind of hard to pull these out. People can do it with have fingernails. By the way, this right here is the recharger. I highly recommend, and this is critical, that when you first get this, put the Saber on an overnight charge. Plug this in, plug this into the wall. You can put this back on if you want. And now you have the way to activate the Saber is you either press the forward area or the backward area to turn it on. Sometimes, depending on which of our instructors, our installers who have installed the Saber, some will use the forward, some will use the back. So obviously it's one or the other. See, so on this one, it's the forward button. So the back button,
I am a Jedi, like my father before me,
will advance through the different fonts.
I'll never turn to the dark side. Young Rey.
So some fonts have different colors. Blue.
I let you live. Persistence in the Force is my...
Rey Skywalker.
This party's over.
Purple.
As you see, my Jedi
red.
Feel, don't think. Instincts.
So I won't go through all the fonts because I want to leave some surprises for you. But when you get to the last font, it's going to be where it shows a light on the blade with really not much sound. That light is showing you your battery life. So if the light is glowing in the middle of the blade, it's got about a half of a battery life. Sometimes these don't ship out with very much battery because it's safer to ship them with the least amount of charge. But a lot of people ask what that font is, and that's just your battery indicator. So when Comes back to the beginning. It should be on the correct character font for this saber. So I'm trying to think if there's anything more I need to tell you other than don't swing these sabers and hit any other objects other than light tapping. And the reason is these blades are lightweight. These are called thin neck sabers. We don't want you to break it. And I think it's a nice saber.
I'll never turn to the dark side.
So it's a good looking product, and I'm sure that it'll be a prize on your collection on your wall. Thank you. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.